welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Ray and Ice. All right, let's go, Ace.
Bam, bam. All right, boys and girls, the weekly episode is here. Cannot wait, Big Ray, for college football week 12 and NFL week 11 coming off a exciting week 10 of NFL. A lot of good games, a lot of upsets on the docket, and we're going to start you guys off. First, I want to welcome everybody back to the weekly episode. We did not drop one last week, but this is a weekly episode, so welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment below. We love it. We're going to start you guys off with the quote of the day. If you end up with a boring, miserable life because you listen to your mom, your dad, your teacher, your priest, or some guy on TV telling you how to do your shit, then you deserve it. Once again, quote of the day. If you end up with a boring, miserable life because you listen to your mom, your dad, your teacher, your priest, or some guy on TV telling you how to live your life, then you deserve it. By Frank Zappa, musician. Big Ray, what do you feel? Normally I don't ask you, but what do you feel about this quote of the day?
Yeah, and it goes the other way too. If you don't listen to your parents, it's on you. Or if you don't listen to your priest, it's on you. You make your own damn decisions, and you're either success or you face the consequences. So then you have no one to blame.
Absolutely. It can go both ways, but I love this quote because too many people are worried about what everybody else thinks or their opinion on their life. They're worried about other people's opinion on their own damn life. And I've heard it way too many times, and I'm just like, yeah, you deserve it. If you allow somebody to dictate how you live every single day, what you're going to do, what you're going to eat, where you're going to travel to, where you're going to work, then you damn deserve it. That's it. You're a grown damn adult. Don't let anybody tell you what to do because they can. Everybody, a famous person, and not a famous person, but a wise person once told me, everybody has an opinion and has an ass. You know what I mean? And everybody has an opinion, and if you allow someone's opinion to dictate, everyone can give you their opinion, but they don't have to deal with the consequences.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what it comes down to. And I'll give you my quote of the day from Big Ray. I tell this every time someone tells me something. Rule number 1, don't tell me what to do.
Rule number 1, I like it.
You can give your opinion, but don't tell me what to do.
I love it, that's right. You can always give your recommendation or advice, but, don't tell me what to do or what I have to do. And I'll take that to another level. Sometimes this is a very mature, very mature that you have to really think about this deep. Sometimes don't give your opinion or your advice unless it's asked. Really think about that. Sometimes everybody has a goddamn opinion about something, and maybe if somebody wants your opinion, they might ask for it. Sometimes there's people that just want to give their opinion when they're not asked. And so I'm going to take that to another level, Big Ray, is, sometimes you don't have to always give your opinion about something. But yeah, that's the quote of the day. Let's get into a recap, Big Ray, of last week. We went 3-3 on college football week 11. You went 3-0, Big Ray. Swept the books. Big Ray is completely tearing up college football, Big Ray. You're about 75% win streak on college football on complete tear. I went 0-3. Honestly, what a doozy of a weekend for me. I had Purdue, Ohio State, and Purdue was Ohio State was minus 29.5. They're up 34-3, and then with 1 minute 45 seconds, they get backdoored.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. You deal with it. Backdoor's always open. Then Miami 38. They're up 38-3. I have Miami minus 28.5. They get backdoored with 21 seconds or something, right? So 2 backdoors, whatever. Life happens. It's just a bad weekend. Then Louisville playing Cal, and the game starts, and they state Louisville's number 1 running back and top player, Isaac Brown, is out for the game. And I'm like, that's just my day. I already knew, Big Reed. Right when they announced it, I said, this game is done. I already knew. And just, it was my weekend. And, it is what it is, Big Reed.
Yeah, those weekends happen. Like, I had a bad weekend in NFL. I went 1-2. It happens. Hey, we're not going to go 3-0 every damn week. And no one else is either. If they are, give me their channel.
Yeah, exactly. But I was just pissed because I expect the backdoor. Sometimes it works in your favor. Sometimes it hurts you. But to have 3 really dirty, hits, that was a tough week. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. But one thing I want to ask you, Big Reed, is Indiana still undefeated. They are number 2. They moved to 10-0. Is Fernando Mendoza, the Cal transfer, is this guy legit? First of all, is this guy the Heisman Trophy candidate number 1? Is he the front runner here?
I don't know. It's tough. He's got to be up there with them being number 2. He's got to be like 1 or 2. He's got to be.
No, but what do you think? Should he win the Heisman?
No.
I agree with you. I think Indiana has a weak schedule. Okay. Indiana has a really weak schedule, and they had a nice win against Oregon. But other than that, I'm not buying Indiana at all. I'm not buying Kurt Cignetti, the coach of Indiana. Like, whatever. You guys can act like he's number 2, 10-0. That guy walks around like he's Nick Saban. You're not Nick Saban. Let's make that clear. You are not Nick Saban. You're 10-0. You're going to get bounced out in the playoffs. And Fernando Mendoza, any talk. Let's shut this down right now. Any talk of Fernando Mendoza being the number 1 pick in the NFL draft, squash that right now. Squash it right now, okay? We don't want a Cam Ward 2.0. Squash that right now, Big Ree. Is he number 1 pick overall?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Not just no, hell no.
First, what do you think? I wanted to ask you about Texas Tech. They beat an undefeated BYU team handedly by 20 points. Is Texas Tech legit?
I don't know if they're legit. They probably will make the playoffs, but beating BYU does not say much. With all due respect to BYU.
I agree. Look, BYU's a nice program, and they, under their coach, they've built a nice, they're competing. They're 7, 8, 9 wins, but they are nowhere close. Let me make that clear. BYU is nowhere close to being a top-tier program, and so when they're 7-0, that's equivalent to like a 5-2 for another team.
Yeah, exactly. They should have lost to Iowa State, to be honest, and I had that pick.
I agree. And so, but you know what? Look, Texas Tech, their offense, they have a nice offense. I think they're interesting because they've been playing well, but are they a legit contender? At this point, everybody's a legit contender because it's Ohio State and everybody else.
I think I'm still pretty high on Alabama because they've only lost to Florida State.
Yeah, I mean, Alabama, I think they're a quality team and they've made up for that, early loss, but I'm not buying Alabama. I'm not buying them at all. If I'm gonna put a number 2, Big Ree, I'm putting Georgia.
Okay.
Who's your number 2? If you're gonna say after Ohio State, who's your number 2?
Either A&M or Alabama. If I had to pick right now, I'd go A&M.
I feel like A&M is. Look, I actually picked Marcel Reed as a Heisman candidate early on. They're undefeated. They're having a nice season, but I think they're just one of those teams that they're just having a good run. But I don't legitimately think they're gonna actually be able to get to the championship game. I think Georgia gets back there. I've said that all along. I think Georgia, Ohio State is my top 2 that go to the championship game. If I had to throw a third out there, honestly, I think Ole Miss makes a run. I like their QB a lot.
Kiffin just got an extension.
Did he?
Yeah.
For how much?
I forgot. It was a good amount, though. I think he's making on average 12 a year now.
Holy crap, these huge contracts for college football coaches, and then you got guys like, Brian Kelly who got the boot and said, I'm not settling on my buyout. I want the full $54 million. I want the full $54 million. What do you think about that, Big Reed?
That's good because they have no other choice.
I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, they don't have any choice. But then, I just think it's a damn joke. Like, it's a damn joke. You got fired. You honestly should be happy if the buyout was $10 million. Take it and run. These college coach contracts need to be reviewed. There's got to be some kind of clause in here that you can't just have a fully guaranteed, contract. If you get booted, you get paid like what? Jimbo Fisher, like what? $76 million, $54 million for this guy? It's a joke.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason Ole Miss did it because they were scared he was going to go to a different program or possibly the NFL.
I mean, I get it, but then there should be like, you can't leave.
I mean, that's like saying my current job just telling me you can't leave.
If you're getting paid $12 million a year,
it's like,
if we're going to pay you $100 million, damn right you can't leave.
But yeah, now he can't leave. It's like, okay, yeah, he got an extension.
But
they extended him because of that reason.
But I'm not buying this, man. But but what that tells you is that's how much money is in college football, Big Ray. With all these media deals and stuff, there is so much money that they can give away $50 million and not care. That's how much money there is. It's absolutely crazy. But and then lastly, before we wrap it up, we had Washington, we had Virginia and Louisville, all top 20 teams, almost all top 15 teams, all get upsetted by unranked teams.
Yeah.
Or any of those teams, do you still believe can make the playoffs there? Louisville, Washington, or Virginia? You think they're all done?
Yeah, they're all done. Washington's done. They lost. They were like a 20-point favorite, I think, or something like that. Louisville was 18.5.
Louisville, 19.5, and they lost.
Something like that. And then, I don't even know. I think Virginia was like 6 or 6.5.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's just real.
They're all done.
I agree. It's all done. And yeah, it's just crazy how college football is just, there's literally Ohio State and everybody else. Lastly, right now, who are you going to take that has a better chance to make a run to the college football championship game? Notre Dame or Texas?
Texas boys.
I agree. Let's not even talk about Notre Dame. I don't even want to hear their name as a contender. Texas is looking good. I got to give them credit. Arch can put it together, but we'll see. Last question, because we're both USC fans, Trojan fans. Are the Trojans, are they going to make the college football playoffs, Big Ree?
No, because they're going to lose to Oregon. Let's be real.
Everybody that I talk to that's a USC fan says USC has no chance against Oregon.
Yeah,
everybody's telling me that.
We got to be realistic.
But Oregon's not looking that good.
But playing in Oregon is a very hard place to play at.
It is, but Oregon just doesn't look that good.
And everyone wants to say that because last week what happened, they were missing like half of their wide receivers. It was in Iowa. I mean, that was a very impressive win, more than like, they're not looking good.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know why everybody's writing off USC that they have no chance.
I'm being more realistic.
I get that they're going to be an underdog, but to say they have no chance, it's questionable. But anyhow, Big Ree, let's get to the BS segment of the show. Everybody's been asking about it, missing the BS segment. We went out on Saturday night, Big Ree. Went out to get some Chinese food. Friday night. We started the weekend off right on Friday night. Went to some Chinese food out in the city of Long Beach.
Yeah.
Alta Playa. And
the turf.
That place, the food was bomb.
Yeah.
The food was good. What was your favorite dish, Big Ree? We started off with appetizers.
The orange chicken, I gotta say.
Yeah, the orange chicken, like my boy Zeus would say, with white meat.
Yeah, you can tell it's different.
Make sure that you get the white meat, because that hits different. The place is actually called Nomads out in the city of Long Beach, so if you actually go out there, make sure you get that orange chicken with white meat. The soup. So we started off with chicken cream soup and hot and sour soup. Which one did you like?
I only had the hot and sour, and it was really good.
Hot and sour. I had both, but you're right. The hot and sour hit. That was really good.
Yeah.
Comment below, what's your favorite Chinese soup from a Chinese restaurant? Then we had chow mein. We had fried rice, chicken fried rice.
Yeah.
We had orange chicken. We had the jalapeno garlic chicken. Is that what we had?
I don't know. There was so much stuff on the table. I was just eating.
We had the Mongolian beef.
Mongolian beef.
Then we had the black pepper beef with mushrooms.
Yeah.
What was your favorite between the two beefs? Mongolian or black pepper with mushrooms?
Black pepper with mushrooms.
That was pretty fire. That was my favorite. Then we had the curry chicken.
Yeah.
And we had the paratha bread.
Yeah.
Those little thinly sliced bread.
Yeah.
We had some wontons.
Yeah.
We didn't get any wings this time, right?
No, we didn't have wings.
Did we have the? Oh, we didn't get the General Tso's chicken because the waitress was like, "Hey, that's too similar to orange chicken."
Yeah.
But I will give a shout out to our waitress. She's like, "Hey, boys, you guys are ordering way too much. I know you guys are hungry, but you guys are ordering way too much. I would stop it right now if you want more food." And she was right. We didn't even finish what we got. We had a lot of leftovers.
Yeah.
And you took that big old bag of leftovers. Did you end up eating it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Don't leave that.
That place was good.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't know why we don't get Chinese food as much as we should.
Yeah. So imagine.
I like the honestly, outside of the orange chicken and the jalapeno garlic chicken, I would say my favorite dish was those hand pulled chow mein noodles.
Yeah.
Hand pulled, like the little thicker noodles.
Yeah.
With chicken, man, that was good. Thinking about that, could not stop thinking about that. Then we ended up going to that coffee and tea spot afterwards.
Yeah.
That place was good too.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, we walked in there, Big Ree. There was probably like 2 people there, probably around like 10 o'clock roughly.
Yeah, 10.
And I'm like, man, this place was like very close to the Chinese restaurant. I'm like, man, well, this place is. I think they only opened up for 6 months or less. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dude, this place is going out of business. They're going to be donezo pretty quickly. But then that place got packed pretty quickly.
It did, yeah.
Within 30, 40 minutes, the whole place is almost full.
Yeah.
And so that was good to see. I'm happy to see that. That place was solid. If you're out in that area, if you're not in that area, we probably wouldn't go there, right? There's other places that are closer by. But that place was good. We didn't get any desserts, though.
No, we didn't. I think we just wanted to drink the tea and hang out.
Yeah, which was good. And then I thought we were going to head on the way back, I thought we were going to stop off at our classic Randy's Donuts to get that big chocolate Long John, but we didn't. Everybody was kind of tapped out.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Randy's in a minute. Have you been to Randy's lately?
No. I like FD, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nothing like FD.
But Randy's, the big chocolate Long John, nothing like that. Though their Long Johns are number one. You just want a big chocolate Long John just to take it with a big glass of milk. Nothing like that chocolate Long John at Randy's Donuts, and just iconic big old donut in the city of Inglewood. Man, I'm thinking about it, so I gotta make a run there. But one thing I wanted to ask you, Big Ree, outside of Randy's Donuts, on the drive there, I know we came in separate cars, but on the drive there, we were talking about this other donut shop. Because we were talking about, dude, on the way back, let's hit up Randy's, and everybody was down. And there's some other donut shop in Orange County called Oli's Dolies or something.
I think I've heard of this, but I haven't gone there yet. Yeah.
And we're talking about how a dozen donuts, boys and girls, a dozen donuts. What's your guess for a dozen donuts, Big Ree?
$40.
Higher.
60.
Lower.
55.
$54 for a dozen donuts. How do you feel about that? $54, boys and girls.
It sounds like these are the fancy donuts, which they charge like $6 or $7 each.
Absolutely. I was just about to get into that. If you just buy one donut, it's $6 to $7. So how do you feel? Can you justify paying $6 or $7 for one donut, let alone $54 for a dozen?
No, I cannot. Because even though they are fancy and legitimately, this is just for the gram.
That's all it is. But they're selling it on the gram, and
that's how they get people.
People are buying it, and they want to put this branded, nice little donut box. Even shout out Double A, who came out on Friday night. He was like, honestly, I feel bad paying $25 for a dozen nowadays.
Me too, 100%.
He's like, I feel bad that I'm paying $25 for a dozen donuts, let alone $54.
Yeah.
And then you're going to charge you $8 for an iced coffee. And to be honest, with all that being said, Big Ree, I probably will still go and try it if I'm in the area, just to get it out, get it out of my system.
Get it off the chest.
Just get it off the list. I'll get a coffee and a donut,
Yeah.
pay $13-14, but I mean, this is pretty ridiculous. I want everybody to comment below in their city or state, realistically, like how much is a good spot. How much does a dozen donuts go for? And how much would you pay is the max for a dozen donuts? Because 54 is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And I think this trend is not going anywhere, because even in Vegas, there's this new place called Off the Strip 15 Minutes St. Honoree's Donuts.
Yeah, I've heard of
And
this.
it was like $50 or $60 for a dozen as well.
Yeah, and it's just like I said, it's all. Hey, it might be good, but you're gonna pay $8 for a donut.
I'll be honest. I went there and I said these donuts are nothing better than average, but their iced coffee was pretty damn good. I actually enjoyed the iced coffee. It was like some of the best iced coffee I had. But their donuts, absolutely not. You could go to just a corner donut shop, get, my favorite, when I go, my top 3 donuts, always. Chocolate twist or a chocolate long john, cinnamon crumb, or an apple fritter. Okay. Those are my top 3 go-to. Sometimes, if I had to name a number 4, a sprinkle cake. What are your top 3, Big Ree?
I don't know right
Come
now.
on, Big Ree. You got to give us your. I know you eat a lot of donuts, or you did in your past. You got to
bow tie.
Okay. Which is basically a bow tie is a chocolate twist with chocolate chips on top.
Yeah.
And if you can get there right when they're making them fresh, they just melt in your mouth. So that okay.
Old-fashioned chocolate.
Okay. You can never go wrong with the old-fashioned. Okay.
I would say the pink cake.
Pink cake. Okay. So pink cake. Yeah.
And probably just a regular glazed.
Okay, those are all classics. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you just get a dozen like that for like $20.
Yeah, that's understandable. I can get that. Like FD is $20 for a dozen. I'm good with that.
And take 12 donuts, give them to your boys, give them to your family, give them to your mailman, give it to your coworkers. Call it a day. But $54 for a dozen donuts is insane. Anyhow, Big Ree, let's get into some shout-outs.
Shout out to Chef Jack Lee. Haven't heard from you, brother. Hope all is well.
All right, I want to give a shout out to DK and the Kid Blue. DK is a very loyal friend of ours, longtime friend, and he said his kid Blue wants to come into the studio for a live taping, Big Ree.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, let us know when you want to come in. Always welcome to come in. We'll do a live, kid can come. We'll give him a front seat right here, and he can watch the live taping with Javi and Z-Ball and anybody else that's in on that day. So shout out to DK and Blue. Anybody else you want to give a shout out
to? Danny Zero.
Danny Zero, all right. Our mate from the UK.
The UK.
I want to give a shout out to my boy. I hope you're doing well from Germany. Colo, what's up, brother? Shout out to the Dodgers, Los Dodgers. Back to World Series champions. So shout out to the Dodgers and all the Dodger fans. All right. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to, Big Ree?
No, that's it.
All right. Actually, I do want to give a shout out to a loyal viewer and a new viewer to the DGF Show, Gerard. Shout out to Gerard. All right, let's get into a recap, Big Ree, of NFL. We went 3-3 this week.
Yeah.
It was just kind of an average week. I think, kind of a couple games went down to the wire.
Yeah.
But, just average week. We just got off Monday night. The Packers, in a low-scoring affair, lost to the Eagles 10-7. What a doozy of a game.
Complete doozy of a game. Even though the Eagles won, they didn't play great. The Packers played completely bad. Matt LaFleur needs to stop the play calling. I think I said this last week too. He needs to give up the play calling. Sorry, bro, it's time. And he needs to give up the play calling. And you had an opportunity to get even after giving a terrible on 4th and 1. He called it was 4th and 1. They had it at like the home 40. He calls a run play when you should have a quarterback sneak. Philly does the tush push every damn time, and they get it. I'd say they're probably 90% accuracy, maybe even higher than that. And you can't even get one damn yard.
I agree. I don't know why he gave it to Jacobs there. Like, just give it to Jordan Love, let him do a sneak, and that's it.
Yeah.
That was bad. And, what are your thoughts? I mean, Big Ree, I know you're a big Green Bay fan, but, they put up 7 points today. They put up 13 against Carolina. They put up, 10 against, how much did they put up? 10 against Cleveland?
Yeah. It's very concerning. The offense is not looking good. I mean, and now with Tucker Kraft out, I mean, Dobbs went out during the game. I mean, it's just like, these aren't excuses for the loss, but I'm just saying, like, it's concerning.
They got offensive weapons, and their defense. I mean, how disappointing the defense is showing
up.
Exactly,
the defense has showed up every game. They only gave up 16 last game and 10 this game. So like,
and I think you're right onto something. I think it's something to do with the play calling because Jordan Love doesn't look bad.
Like the first half, all they were doing was running. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I think they were almost just trying to pace with the Eagles. Like it felt like they didn't want to do anything too risky.
Well, you got to take chances. Like
this was a huge win. They needed this, man, and now I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Green Bay. I'm not a huge Green Bay fan, so I can't say much. But
they finally started throwing it, and then they got a touchdown. I mean,
they looked like a completely different team in the fourth quarter. Completely different. If there was 30 more seconds on the clock, the Green Bay would have tied it or won this game.
Yeah, and no one's going to call this out because the Eagles lost, but Nick Sirianni going for it on fourth down there is just absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely stupid. I agree with you 100%. You're right. Nobody's going to call it out because they won the game, but absolutely stupid decision.
You either kick that field goal or punt it. Because, you kick the field goal, you make it, you're up 6, you miss it, at least, or if you punt, you can pin them deep. You miss the field goal, at least you're attempting a field goal.
I agree 100%. Why would you go for it? It makes no sense. And I want to put this on the damn record here. I'm not a fan of Sirianni. He had a great run that one time, then all his coordinators run. Then last year, they won the championship, but Saquon Barkley played MVP season. Everything worked out. I'm not buying the Eagles. I'm not buying Sirianni. I think he'll be in the same conversation in a few years that, this guy, everybody wants to hype up Nick Sirianni. Everybody wants to hype up Howie Roseman, all the executive management of the Philadelphia Eagles. Stop it. They love hyping them up for no damn reason. It's really ridiculous. I'm not buying Nick Sirianni. That was a bonehead move. He got lucky that he got bailed out. He was this close from the Packers taking the lead or even tying the game here.
Yeah, even if that went to overtime, that was a bad move. Like, what the heck are you thinking?
And sometimes you get bailed out after making stupid calls. This is one of those times.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
He got bailed out. Doesn't mean it was the right decision. Everybody, like you said, they got the win. Great. And let's get into the Giants. Fire Coach Dable. Big Ree, what are your thoughts here?
I don't know. Mixed feelings here. I mean, all matters is just cleaning house. And, I mean, obviously they had a bad loss, but Dart got hurt. You're already missing Scatterbo. You're missing Neighbors. So I'm not going to say it's the right move or the wrong move. Just neutral here.
What I have to say is this is absolutely the right move. He was 20, 40, and 1 in 4 seasons with the Giants. That's enough time to show if you know what you're doing or not. 9-7 in year 1, 6-11 in year 2, 3-14 in year 3, 2-8 in year 4, and people want to say this was the wrong decision. This was the wrong decision. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Jackson Dart is playing really well right now, right? He's playing just as they expected when they drafted him in the first round. Let's not act like, this is because of Brian Dable. Stop it. He's shown what type of coach he is. There's a reason why Brian Dable has not had any other head coaching job. He was a coordinator for 12 years, and no one ever hired him as a head coach. Then he got hired here, and his record is 20, 40, and 1. Don't ever say it's a wrong decision when a coach has a 33% win record over 4 years. Over 4 years. Stop it. Stop this nonsense. And let's not talk about like, oh, they were building something there. Dart was looking solid. He's looking promising. Don't act like Cam Scatteraboo is the next Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry. Stop it, guys. He's a good combo back with another really good running back. But Dable had his opportunity. He didn't show up. Some guys are just good coordinators and good assistant coaches. And I'm not even saying he's a good coordinator. I'm just saying let's not act like this was the wrong decision. This was absolutely the right decision here. Big Ree, here's another thing I want to ask you. Between the Seattle Seahawks, who are 7-2, and the New England Patriots, who are 7-2 or 8-2, who's the legit more of a contender here?
That's tough. I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Why is that? Why do you feel the Patriots?
Because the NFC is always wide open. It's like the East and West in NBA, and then the AFC is like the East. Like there's only like 3 to 4 contenders.
Yeah. So you think just in terms of like QB, you got Drake May, Sam Darnold here.
I mean, Darnold's playing great, but May's legitimately the MVP favorite right now, so he's better.
Yeah. Look, Patriots are playing really well, especially after how they started off. I think Seahawks are a good team, obviously, and I like Sam Darnold. I liked him when he was with Minnesota last year. But I'm going to agree with you. I think Patriots are a real contender, especially in their division. I think they're going to win the division. And I just think Drake May is playing really well, and it'll be interesting to see. And I think I trust their defense a little bit more than the Seattle defense. And yeah, I would agree with you. I think the Patriots, I would say, are the more of a contender. But look, Seattle's playing well, but I 100% agree that Patriots are a bigger contender. Steelers, Big Ree, the Steelers got spanked by Chargers 25-10. And now I guess one question: who's going to win that division? Steelers are 5-4. Ravens are 4-5 as a favorite. Who wins that division?
Ravens, 100%.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. The Ravens looked really good on the road against Minnesota. Aaron Rodgers, I was watching that game, and I was watching with the person that I was watching with. They're like, dude, what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers? He just rubs me the wrong way. And I'm like, man, this is what he's known for. He does this, and because he does have, you can't dispute that this guy's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. His numbers are always there, but dude, this guy just rubs people the wrong way. And if we can see that watching the game, if we can see, like, dude, what's wrong with this guy, then imagine at the locker room and his teammates. Yeah. Like, who wants to deal with this crap?
Exactly, yeah. And I've said that as a Packer fan. He's a great player, but he's not a good leader. I've said that multiple times on camera and on here. So.
Yeah, and you're obviously, you followed him very closely as a Packer fan, and it's just like, what's wrong with this guy, man? Like, seriously, what is wrong with him? And last question, who is having the better season right now, like, with offensive player of the year? Jonathan Taylor, I'm going to give you his stats. He came off a game with 244 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's got 1,139 yards, 15 touchdowns, 6 yards per carry. He's got 260 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns receiving. Or Matthew Stafford, who's 67% completion, 2,427 yards, 25 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, not even a question.
Not even a question.
This guy's 5th for MVP.
Really? He's that high? Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to have to agree with you. I mean, Jonathan Taylor I think he's the one that's leading them. Everybody feels like it's Daniel Jones, but I think Daniel Jones is playing so well because he has such a great running back behind him.
Of course. He's had a hat trick 5 times.
That's crazy. Is that true?
Yeah, you can look it up.
Wow. I mean, he's just playing unbelievable. 6 yards per carry, that's insane. 10 weeks into the season. And Matthew Stafford's playing MVP type football too. The Rams look really good.
Yeah, Rams are tied up with odds-on favorite with the Chiefs to win.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Yeah, but both players, are just playing really well. But I would have to give the nod to Jonathan Taylor as well, and the Colts, their offense looks good.
Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
that would be interesting. But all right, Big Ree, anything else you want to throw in?
Nope.
All right then, well, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below.